Hello everyone, this is Helen H. and welcome to my channel, Moss Cottage. I hope everyone is doing well today. I'm going to be working in the big girl today. I'm super excited to get into her because I looked and I literally only have like 1 or 2 more pages after today's spread. So this will probably be the last one that I will do before I do an entire flip through of her, because the other pages are just single pages and I said I wasn't going to do that on camera, that I wanted to do 2-page spread. So we're going all the way to the back here. We worked on that one I think last time. That was the in memory, well, in Ode to Asheville. And here we have this interesting page where we've got this piece of cardboard here and then this piece here with the fish on it and a part of an envelope. And I think I did this one on camera, so that envelope is just this here, is just what's sticking here. So we can cover that up. We can cover the fish up because I have the other side of this. There is one side of this fish page that a lot of the fish are showing because they're kind of cute. So I can cover this one up completely. Now, I have some trash. I've got a whole thing of trash here. Now, I have a couple things to say about trash. I would love to do a complete trash journal with only trash from like the garbage can. It's very, very difficult for me to do that because being a vegetarian and I try to eat mostly organic food, a lot of my food does not come in packaging. And I don't have a lot of junk mail or anything like that. So I don't get a lot of trash. The food that I get, like this is a co-op bag right here that's glued down here, I think. This is brown bags that have this co-op on them. That's what a lot of my food comes in. And then I put it in jars in my pantry. I don't eat a lot of processed foods, so I just don't have all those great boxes and stuff that a lot of other people have. I did get some things though. I did get these candies. My son and I went to I take him to lunch like every 2 weeks. He's an adult. He's 27. He doesn't live at home. We meet for lunch like every 2 weeks, and we happen to go to a Middle Eastern deli that's also a shop. And so you have the 5 little tables, and we had our falafel bowls, and then we're surrounded by the shop. And there was some cute packaging. I said, well, you know what? I'm going to have to give myself over to eat some candy just to get some packaging. But it is trash. I just had to go somewhere to get some trash. That's all. Now, I did get some trash from Birdie, the recycle hippie chick. Thank you, Birdie. She sent me some trash, and one of my friends also sent me some trash. And then I've got like the common things like the insides of envelope, you know, like security envelopes and things like that. Oh, this is what Birdie sent me here. This trash here, and oh, you know what? We're gonna take that for sure. That laughing cow. We might take the country peach. See, she's got good trash. Look, it's got these cute little strawberries on it. Now, I know here, she sent me a little tag. She already made a tag. This is like a little journal here. So this might be my next trashy, this one right here, because she's already made a pocket in it with a macaroni and cheese box thing in it. And this is also a pocket, I think, right here. So we're going to see. This might be my next smaller trash journal right here. But I'm going to take the liberty of taking some of this trash out to use. And you'll see where this page is kind of going. I love the way Shannon Green is just working on her journal. And she is only using trash, like only using trash. But see, I don't have that kind of trash she has. We just don't have that kind of stuff. I'm just looking here to see. Okay, we'll get started. Oh, I've got some more stuff back here. We'll get started though because you're going to think I'm out of my mind. If you don't already, well, I'm playing with trash, you know. If you're still here, you know I'm not out of my mind. This is just what we do, right? Anyway, I have this, and I know you're going to think I'm out of my mind, and I kind of think I'm out of my mind, but I'm not. This towel, I think this came in a box lot in an auction, and it is so, what is this, 80s or 90s? It is actually sewn on. This little cow is an applique, and then these two little quilted pieces are sewn on. I love that cow for some reason. So, you know where this is going, right? I'm gonna have to do a big reach here and grab, try to grab my fabric shears. I'm cutting that cow out. He's going in my journal. And I know you're saying, well, that's a good towel. No, it's not. It's stained. Well, and I'm not putting this in my house anywhere. I'm sorry. It doesn't matter. And I don't want to use it for a rag because I don't want to get him all stained. And now the other side, the other half that doesn't have something on it, yes, I can use that as a rag. You'll probably see it on my desk in a little while. Right now, one of my rags is this chicken washcloth, and see how stained it's getting. But anyway, so the cow's coming out and he's going in here, and it's not your normal trash, but then again, a lot of people don't go to auctions like I do. So if I buy a box lot of stuff and there's stuff I don't want in it, it automatically, like right away, it either gets thrown into the trash if it's just something that's really garbagey that nobody would want. Because when they do the box lots, they're really just like, I think they're just like emptying cabinets, and because these are estate sale auctions, they're emptying cabinets or they're dumping drawers, you know, or whatever. And they're not even going through the stuff. So the stuff either goes into the trash, or if it's good enough to donate, then I will donate it. Like, it goes right back into my car, so it's in the trunk. So it will not be in my house ever. I don't know if I'm just cutting this little guy out here. So, yeah, so he was in a lot of linens that I got, and linens or fabrics or something, and I just could not throw him away, because look at him, right? And I think while I'm at it, since I'm hacking away here, I'm gonna cut these little strips of, the fabric is not like real quilt. It's quilted. It looks like it's quilted, but it's not. That's a print. But the fabric is puffy up, and it is sewn to the towel, hand sewn. You can tell it's hand sewn. So I'm just going to take these off. And I should have done this in advance, but I didn't want to because I wanted to explain to you why I'm cutting this towel up. And I'm so happy to do this because this towel's been kicking around my craft room. I've moved it like 10,000 times thinking, oh, I need to do something with that, you know, and I have never done anything with that. So, yes. And I will try to save trash, but like I said, I don't get a lot, so it will be a long time before I could make a journal just from my own trash. And just know that it's because I buy a lot of bulk food. I do not eat a lot of packaged food, you know, or anything. And honestly, the bags from dried beans and rice and, you know, they are boring. And all the vegetables we eat don't come with any packaging except maybe a wire tie, you know, the little wire tie thing, or a rubber band. That's it. So unfortunately, that doesn't lend well to making trash journals. So it's just going to take a little time, and sometimes I'm just going to have to use other stuff. Okay, so here's my cow. Let me just cut this one little piece up here to make him, just give him a little more interesting shape here. I can cut down those little flower vines. Those are the flower vines, and like the cow's horns and nose look like they are machine embroidered, but he's definitely hand sewn onto, he was definitely hand sewn onto the towel. Okay, so he's gonna go somewhere on here. I keep thinking that's crumbs. That's just, I don't know what that is. Okay, so we've got that, we've got that, we've got that. Now, where'd that other trash go? Okay, so a cow lives where it's green, so let's go ahead and use some green underneath him. And this is going to be well, it's going to have to make sense a little bit here. Well, it doesn't have to. I could just stick a cow on something, right? But I don't want to do that. So I've got my big bag here. These bright candy things, I'm not using those today. I will cover the fish with something. Don't know what yet. And I need to just locate a glue stick that actually has some glue in it. Okay, this one does. All right, to put this green grass down here. So anyway, yeah, so that's why it's a little bit of a struggle for me to just use trash in a trash journal. And, you know, the stuff, like I said, for the big Melitza, that was stuff Linda sent me, and that was for that journal, so that's what I'm using. See, you can kind of see here, this is the backing. I don't know what that is. That's what's making the cow a little bit puffy, right? So let's carry the picture over on this side and use some of this. Not those scissors, Helen, get yourself some. Use the reach again. Let me get the other scissors here. I'm going to cut, you know what? I can just tear it because I want one side to be cut and one side to be torn. One side needs to be cut so I can have it flush at the bottom here, like this. Yeah, so there's a divot there. Who cares? You know, it's not straight across. That's even better, actually. It will make it more interesting. Okay. All right, so when I'm filming this, it's Friday, which is auction day, and I'm here, so I could go to the auction. However, in 2 weeks, November 9th, which is a Saturday, it is the Christmas open house at the Antique Mall where my booth is. So all the booths have to have their Christmas merchandise in. Actually, the entire town, all the shops in town are open for Christmas with Christmas merchandise. Some have food. We have a raffle. All the dealers donate something, and then we have a raffle so that people can win stuff that the dealers have donated, you know, like stuff from their booths or whatever. I donated a book. Where's my cow? I just need him here. I donated a book that is, what was it, about the golden age of movies. And I got that one at the library sale when I went. Okay, he could be standing under peaches there. Okay, we could do something like that. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. See, I still have, this is the Southern Exposure Seed Exchange. They're fairly local to me. It's a seed company, and so a lot of their seeds are great for Virginia. It's all dirty because I got my garlic from them, and I planted it already at the cabin, but I haven't planted it here yet. It's not cool enough here. The temperature goes up and down and up and down, but garlic needs really cool, and I'm afraid it's probably even too warm at the cabin. It was freezing cold when I planted it, and it didn't look like it was going to get warmer, so hopefully it's doing okay. But of course we're in a drought too, so I'm not up there to water it, so that's a thing too. But hopefully I'll do better with, I planted half of it up there, and then I'll plant half of it here. So I've also been putting up apples. I've been drying, dehydrating apples and making apple cider vinegar from the apples that were given to me from the people who have the sugar camp. And oh my gosh, those apples are so good. So when I dehydrate them, if y'all dehydrate food, if you dehydrate apples, sprinkle them with a little bit of cinnamon before you dehydrate them. Oh, they come out like candy. They are so delicious. Well, also when we were up there at the cabin last time when I got the apples, I got 2 big pears from the mini horse and donkey rescue, because they have a pear tree there, and they were giving them out to people who came to visit during the Hands and Harvest Festival. and I got 2 big pears from those, and I cut those up and dehydrated them. If you've never dehydrated pears, oh my gosh, they are delicious. Absolutely delicious. All right, so I'm moving this here. Is this good tea, Birdie? This country peach? That sounds good. I like peaches. So maybe we'll put the cow here on this page, and then I can put some stuff around him. Or does he need to be there? No, he can actually go up here. This book is so chunky. A few extra centimeters or millimeters or whatever, you know, is not going to bulk it up that much more. So I'm going to put him on top of, his top part is going to be on that little padded part. And I'm using the Beacon foam board, you know, that you get it. Well, used to get at the Dollar Tree. I know we don't get it at the Dollar Tree anymore, but you used to get it at the Dollar Tree. And, you know, it's made by Beacon, who makes Fabri-Tac and Fabri-Fix and everything. And honestly, I think it's the same thing. I know people say, no, it's not, but they stick just as well. This stuff sticks fabric perfectly. So I'm just going to put him like that. All right. Yeah, I know. It's so cheesy, and it's just so 80s or 90s or whenever that was in fashion, right? All right, so let's go on to, I'm not done. I'm going to put more around him and stuff, but let's get the bulk done first. Let me move over here. Let me move that water out of the way so I don't spill it. So this right here, this flap here, this narrow flap is next. So we've got some green down here. Now I need to find something that's, oh, okay, hold on a second. I have to do this. Okay. I'm putting this $2 here, and I'll tell you why in a minute. I need something for the background here, so I need to go rummage through my bag here to find something that's kind of boring, let's say, to put back there. I love this. This is junk mail. You know what? That fits almost perfectly, doesn't it? It does. No, it's a little bit too big. But you know what? It covered that up. But you know what? I'm running out of book. Yes, I am running out of space in this book. So I do need to use this because my next journal may not be this big. I'm going to make another biggie, but it may not be this big. So I need to use this. Now what I need to do is, and I know it's not going to be perfectly even because I'm cutting this with my hand, but I need to get as close to the top as I can because this is not that wide. It's going to stick off a tiny bit off the edge, but I really don't mind that. But top to bottom, it's perfect. Okay, great. We're going to put that there. It's not going to make sense with this, and who cares, right? Who cares? Now, what happened to the... There it is. I think it's time for me to put that one away and get a big one here so you all don't have to wait. Okay. Derek, I'm putting you in your flyer in my journal here. So anyway, let's see what else is going on. So I'm putting up apples, pears, dehydrating, making apple cider vinegar. What else am I doing? Oh, okay, so it's time. I've got to, after I make this video, I need to strip some rosemary that I've been drying. And then I'm going to pick some of my thyme and my lemon thyme, 2 different kinds of thyme. The lemon really is lemony too. And I'm going to start drying them. My herbs, I don't usually use the dehydrator on. I just use my Ghetto dehydrator, which is actually a clothes rack with some window screens on it, because my regular dehydrator is usually filled with something else. And it's hard because then it goes through the little grooves and it all ends up at the bottom of the dehydrator and blah, blah, blah. All right, so there's this. And I'm hoping that this is going to stick here. I'm going to have to just work it a little bit here. See, it does show on this side a little bit. But see, it's red and black. You can't read what it says. And that's actually perfect because I've got red and black on there. So I'm not even going to cut that off. It's a little bit janky in the middle here, but I think it'll be okay. I think that'll be okay. This is not junk mail. Now we have this. Okay, you know what? That's going under the cow because right now the cow is floating and he doesn't need to be floating. Unless I could give him wings of some kind to make him fly, we're just going to put this underneath. And then we'll start adding some other stuff. Okay, and okay, let me get this down, and then I'll tell you about the $2, because it's pretty funny. Okay. Okay, so there we have that. You can see a little bit of the grass underneath him there. And this is not junk mail, people. Okay, so I don't know what this came off. Something I bought, I don't know, at a thrift shop or, you know, I don't know, not even. A yard sale maybe. It's a Post-it note is what it is. So I'm going to have to glue it because it's not very sticky. And I'm going to stick it here, right here. Because, so up at the cabin, the last, when we were up there at the festival, I don't know if I talked about, we don't have Sirius in my, Sirius XM radio in my husband's car, in his new car. And so, now I've got this laughing cow. I kind of wanted the cow. If I put it there, it just says this junk mail, but that doesn't really make sense. But that's the top. Oh, but you know what? I could just staple it here. I could staple it here. It covers a little bit of that. Well, it covers the nice peaches. That's the problem. And that covers the $2. Maybe I won't be using that in this one after all. Anyway, so Allegheny Mountain Radio is what the radio we get up at the cabin. And I'm just pulling stuff here to stick. If I stop talking, that's what I'm trying to think. I can't think and do at the same time. Anyway, Allegheny Mountain Radio is a radio station that, it's an NPR station, but they rotate, it seems to me like they rotate around who's being the DJ, like where the DJ is, because it's all over West Virginia, well, parts of West Virginia that are near to our cabin, and then into Virginia where our cabin is. And depending on the time of day you listen to Allegheny Mountain Radio, you might hear everything from Southern Gospel to Led Zeppelin to heavy metal to NPR News to whatever. It's the greatest radio station because when you get in the car, unless you're like commuting every day at the same time, you would get the same thing. But if you're just in and out of your car or something and you don't know, what time, you're going to be in there or something. It is so, so funny because of what you might get. But the last time that I was at the cabin, you know what, this here needs to, where is my page 2? Here, Asheville. This has to go on Asheville. This is the top of the candy box container from the chocolate factory. And look, Black Mountain downtown. Black Mountain in the Shenandoah Valley, that doesn't even exist anymore. That was devastated. So I'm not going to cover that because I want to remember that. But I want to put this on because this was also, I'm going to put it up here. Yeah, Marquee gone, completely gone. That whole store was gone. Thankfully, the chocolate factory was saved. I think I had mentioned that before. But because I just found this has got to go back on this page. Anyway, so back to the radio station. I was by myself. I must have gone to town by myself the last time I was up there. And I was listening to the radio, and never in my life have I heard this before, that they had the cow prices, like how much, I guess it was per pound you would get for your cow, for the beef. And it just went on and on and on. Like if your cow weighs this much, you'd get this much, and it's just, they just drone on this list about cow prices. And I thought, this is great. It's like I've never ever heard of anything like this before. Yeah. I mean, where you live, do you get the regular the cow report, the weekly, I guess it's weekly, I don't know, the weekly cow report on how much stuff costs, how much cow meat, not, you know, like the farmers would get for selling their cows, because where we are, there's a lot of cows and sheep. Okay, so I think, what is this? Oh, I know, I do have some stickers. I stuck to this box. Let me see if I can use some of those. Look, this has got berries on it. This was from a Food Saver container I had. This is something, this is from grapes. And this is from the other part of the grapes. Can I put that there? And can we still read that that's what that is? Seedless grapes? Yeah, we can do that. Let me move this stuff. Oh, I'm stuck. Let me move this stuff out of the way. I'm not using the tea bags right now. Yeah, so that is the fun thing. That's why I put the $2, because the cow's $2 per, I guess I'm going to say it's a pound. If anybody is a cow farmer, let me know. And let me know if your radio station has the regular cow prices weekly or whatever. Yeah, that can go there. All right. Yes, we'll see. Now, this is very plasticky. So another thing Shannon taught us, she did a great video, move that, about sticking plastic in your trash journal. How to stick plastic things in your trash journal, like what adhesives. Her tape runner, her Scotch tape runner, which I used to have one, you know, the big things you go like that. I used to have one, and I had to give it away because it caused me so much grief. I could never get those stupid things in there the right way, the refills, the tape refills, I could never get them in there the right way. No, I'd like find out, oh no, it's backwards, the sticky's gone the inside. So I'd switch it around and the sticky was still on the inside, and it was just a nightmare. I just couldn't, no, I just could not. So I got rid of that. Okay, so let's go ahead. So sticking a lot of plastic things, she found that tape worked really well. She had some kind of tape, and Shannon, if you're watching that, I think that white tape that you had that was so fabulous might have something to do with electrical thing, because I looked at the company I put that tape in on Amazon, and it came out to be, now it's only black, and it's some kind of like mechanical tape or something like that. So I think that's what that was. That really stuck. Carpet tape, of course, would work, but you know, that is really, really thick. Can you see this here? I just put this little sticker down here. Now I've got this part here that's just the weight. I could put that up here because that also has some, oops, okay, well, that might just be going there because I can't get it off. Okay, there, that's going there. Yeah, so thank you for that video, because like this, I've got this, and this is very plasticky. I'll have to cut the top off, but it's too big for this page, so I can't use it anyway. So let me see where else I might have some space. You know what I like to use? I like to use these UPC codes, because I always think that they're very fun. I have, this was from the grapes, but I just like the black and white stripeness of them. Okay. So anyway, the other thing that I'm not ready to talk about it because it's too recent. Now I don't want everything lined up like that. I'm going to put it down here. Something happened to me yesterday, and it was rather traumatic for me, and I'm not ready to talk about it, but I had to deal with some of it today, and it's getting done. Not anything I've had to deal with in my life before, but if you're going through something that's extremely stressful or traumatic, I'd say it's more stressful. Well, for me, it was a trauma. You know, things do tend to get better. I mean, yesterday evening, I was a total wreck. And now I'm feeling a little bit better now that I've been able to kind of deal with things. Here's a sticker that says $1.95. I'm not sure what that came off, but I'm going to put that right there with the $2 ticket because the beef prices were all over the place when I was listening to the radio. Okay, so we got that. Here's another UPC code. How many UPC codes did those grapes have? Because this looks like it's the same thing. It is the same number. Oh, I thought that everything only had one on it. Okay, well, this one had two. All right, so let's use this UPC code. And then hopefully, I'm trying to get in the trash. It's sticking to me. Hopefully no one will notice that it's the same numbers as that one right there. Oh, no, I have to use the tape. Did I use the tape on that? I guess I did. I'm talking. I'm not even paying attention to what I'm doing. So anyway, so this big girl's almost finished, and I was watching somebody, oh my goodness, I don't know what her name is. I saved her video because she had a different way of making journals. I mean, it's similar to Melitza, but it's different. And what Birdie sent me is perfect, kind of perfect for it. All right, it's going right here over the Celestial Seasonings because I didn't want to cover up this little cabin right here. Okay, like that. Okay, how long have I been going on? Oh my gosh, what? 30 minutes? 31 minutes? All right, let me see. I just really honestly can't cover this other one that says this is junk mail because, you know, this whole thing about why I don't have a lot of junk mail or a lot of trash. So I just have to keep that. And like I said, it's big, and this book is big, and I'm not sure if my next journal is going to be big. Now, if you followed my channel, you know I do have a medium size, my garden themed junk journal or trash journal. I need to finish that one too because this is my year of finishing stuff. And okay, so last night I was doing some tidying and getting rid of stuff in my craft room, and I came across my journal, one of my glue books that is Christmas themed, because I told you guys, you know, I love Christmas. I'm a kid about Christmas, so I do have a glue book that I work on year round, and it's Christmas themed. But I'm getting so over just glue booking, just gluing magazine pages in. I'm just kind of over that right now. I know I'll come back to it at some time. So, where can I put this? I can't put it over there. I could put it right there on the end of that. Let's do that. No, that's going to take this glue here. So I culled some magazines. I had a pile of Christmas magazines. I culled some of them. Harvested them last night, and the rest of the parts are going in the trash. And then I'm gonna finish. I don't know if I'll get that book finished this year, but my other glue book that is bigger, my huge glue book, that one is almost finished, and I'm gonna get that one done this year too. So let's see here. So I think that's probably, I don't want to keep boring you. I do have these little trees here. As always, you know I have the right to claim the right to add stuff. See these little trees I might cut out and put here and here. But you don't need to be bored with seeing that. If you look at the picture at the beginning, you usually will see the end product, because if I turn the video off now, I'll probably work on it a little bit more. So guys, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I ask that you do. And until the next video, I hope all of you are truly blessed. Bye-bye.